Oh, that's why the game is playing so weirdly. My Switch was upside down. Huh? Oh, hey, hi. I hope you don't mind me playing on my Nintendo sandwich. Alright, that's enough cringeworthy exposition for one day. Let's get this over with. Yay, exposition! Goddamn. Yay, robot dudes! Before I say anything else, I just want to say that this line is absolutely hilarious.
JC Jensen in space.
Star Wars in space.
The exposition is basically just humans don't exist anymore. Why don't they exist anymore? Because they blew themselves up a long time ago, that's why. And these morons couldn't give less of a shit. But the partner company sure gave a shit, so they sent murder drones to attack the worker drones. Oh, the guys without wings are called worker drones, by the way? Which doesn't matter because they're about to be the victims of genocide any second now, but you know. After we witness the genocide of a bunch of innocent worker drones, we get introduced to the main protagonist of the show, Uzi Dorman, whose name, surprisingly, is not directly based off of the gun of the same name. And no, Uzi doesn't wield an Uzi like you would expect. Fan artists, you know what to do. But she does have a freaking railgun that she just has at all times for some reason. Not even the teacher cares that she has a gun in the classroom. He just lets it be, as you do. Ha ha, funny joke about depression, gun goes boom boom. And despite the fact that she could have died from the explosion, nobody even cares. Just like me, for real! So we're introduced to Uzi's crush.
Classic toxic masculinity, Chad.
Of course the name of one of his friends is Chad. Speaking of things that end with ad, here's an ad, and then here's Fad. This is Fad, the boy that Uzi has a crush on in the first episode. And this is where we get to hear Uzi's catchphrase for the first time. Not even joking, you could have a drinking game of how many times Uzi says, "Bite me."
Bite me. Bite me! Bite me! Bite me! Bite me! Bite me!
And that's only in the first episode. She uses it more and more as time goes on. But that's not important. What is important is that Fad gets to talk about Uzi's depression, and in return, Uzi points her railgun at Fad. Aw, how romantic. Uzi then goes on a rant about earning her dad's respect and mostly saving the world and all that crap, before threatening to shoot Fad in the face and walking away. She then wakes up at 3 in the morning, reveals to us that dad likes doors more than her, and heads out.
Robo Jesus!
And then there's the classic father-daughter talk, with Khan painting some doors like they're dogs and turning to the most mentally unstable person that I know. And I'm starting to get convinced that Uzi is reading my mind.
Neat. Therapy's fun.
Although I can't blame her with this out-of-context clip.
Guys, my daughter is into doors!
So, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
But who cares about context right now? Right now, Uzi is about to walk up to a tower of corpses. Why, you may ask? Because she needs to find something important for her railgun at a murder drone lair. Yeah, sure, that's safe. What could possibly go wrong? Well, maybe this.
Oh shit, it's a white guy!
So yeah, that's probably bad news. So Uzi fixes her railgun at a world record speed, does a cool backflip when the railgun is ripped out of her hands,
I'm gay!
and then does a quote that even MCU characters would think is cringe.
And they said pirating all that anime was useless.
Stabby stab in the hand, one of the funniest jokes so far, and then Murder Robot gets disintegrated. Kind of. Uzi tries to attack it with her robot hands as if that would do anything, and then the robot wakes up and is actually a really nice dude. Granted, he has no idea who Uzi is at the moment, but let's not worry about that right now. Just keep a close eye on him just in case.
I'm serial designation N. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So these yellow-eyed robotic vampires are actually called disassembly drones. And fun fact, their saliva neutralizes the nanas that they produce to kill the worker drones, which leads to one of the most uncomfortable scenes in the show's history. Yeah, I think we all need to wash our eyes with bleach after that. But first, let's see who the rest of N's squad is.
Oh, yeah, 2 others. They're out hunting for a bit, but you'll love them.
2 seconds later, we get introduced to the murderous genocidal psychopath that is V. She feels no remorse for the murder happening on screen, and even if she does murder hundreds, she will, quote,
Still feel nothing.
"This girl rips the hearts out of her victims just for fun. When I'm bored, I'm just spinning around like a Beyblade until I turn to the El Reno Giant. But when this girl is bored, she has more confirmed kills than Jason Voorhees." And is revealed to have a crush on V, even though V doesn't care about him in the slightest. And then Jay, the leader of the squad, is introduced, and she also doesn't care about N in the slightest. N for nice, V for violent, and J for judgmental. Good, neat. Not so neat for Uzi because they were trying to kill her species. So she pretends to be a disassembly drone like N thinks she is, and just basically says to him,
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
but N squad came back before she could do that, so she had to run away as the rest of the squad tried to catch her. Hey, remember when this was a high school drama? N stops the doors from closing just in time, robot murder ahoy, and Uzi gets another chance to shoot N.
This time I won't miss.
Shoot him in the USB port! And Khan gets the award of the worst stat ever. Not only because he didn't let Uzi shoot N, but also because he abandoned her right when she was on her deathbed. Congratulations, Khan, you did. You managed to outrank Buck Cluck from Chicken Little as the worst dad of all time. And after N seemed to have killed Uzi, you wanna know what the squad would have gotten for their efforts?
Branded.
Nobody gives a shit.
In the microsecond when N disobeyed his programming, Jay injects him with a virus because she is a bitch. Uzi turns out to be alive, who could have guessed that, and needs N's help to get to the vents because he can fly and she is short. Ha ha, funny short joke. The rest of the school tried to fight back, or just Fat because everybody else did jack, leaving Fat to get wombo comboed before N and Uzi come in and spit out this crazy insult.
Oh, Jay, you're sometimes kind of mean to me, and I wish you weren't. Just some constructive criticism.
Nice.
No one can defeat the dumbass duo. Uzi throws the pen from earlier at Jay. This works because logic be damned, leaving N to fight off V, because Uzi is just a bitch like that. By the way, you may want to pay attention to this little bit right here. This is gonna be important for a later episode, so keep that in mind. And then Jay goes on a rant about her company's products.
Damn the well-made, quality-assured durability of J.C. Jensen products!
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, I don't like Jay very much. She's cocky, bratty, egotistical, mostly just makes fun of the silly guy, and just cares about her company more than anything else. It's almost like that being a character's first appearance is a bad thing. Who would have guessed? What was I talking about again? Alright, murder drones. Uzi does a Sonic the Hedgehog move, and is proven to not be as innocent as we all thought he was.
Ah! My mind's in a weird place! Don't read into this!
Embarrassing! Jay deactivates Uzi somehow. Jay does a cliche villain monologue and steps on her own acid like a moron. And her final words before death are...
Equity part.
On the gravestone, please. So Uzi banishes herself along with NV, the latter of which are not killing in the slightest, and then cuts to Uzi looking at the sun.
I'd join you if the sun didn't kill me.
So these yellow-eyed robotic vampires... I was kidding! So Uzi starts talking about destroying all the humans on Earth for no other reason but because they made the disassembly drones. Our protagonist, ladies and gentlemen. The camera zooms out of the planet and Uzi's evil laughter as wherever the hell these things start coming to the planet. Yeah, that's the end of the episode. What do you expect? A cookie? I'm not Mr. Beast. This episode gets 8
Bite me!
out of 10. What can I use as the outro?